Today that the suspect and the victim planned a meeting before all of this went down, correct?
That's correct, Kenny. Police tell us that Troy Gillard and Catherine Holmes planned to meet on Denny Road because of a deal they made on an online marketplace. Court documents I obtained earlier show that Gillard robbed the 67-year-old of her wedding band and engagement ring. Documents also detail that Gillard shot Holmes while she was in her car. As we've reported, police found her in the crashed car. She died last week. Today, police told us they arrested Gillard yesterday in connection to the shooting. He appeared virtually in court this afternoon. Gillard now faces multiple charges, including possession of a firearm by a felon and first-degree murder. We also learned Gillard had charges in Georgia in 2022, which include willful obstruction of a law enforcement official. If convicted for this Denny Road homicide, he could face life in prison without parole or the death penalty. He's also being held on no bond. In Greensboro, I'm Joshua Davis for WXII 12 News.
How's everybody doing today? My day been pretty good. Hope your day been pretty good. First of all, I would like to start out by thanking all my subscribers and all my viewers. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. We got a story for you today coming out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Let me go ahead and read a little something from the news real quick before I get into the story. 31-year-old Troy Gillard, aka Mr. Potato Head, Rusty Face, planned to meet Catherine Holmes on Denny Road about a deal that they made on an online marketplace. When they both met up, Troy Gillard robbed 67-year-old Catherine Holmes for her wedding band and engagement ring, valued at $10,515. Shortly after that, he then shot Catherine while she was in the car. First responders found Catherine in a ditch once they made it to the scene. Now, this guy here, when he shot her in the neck. He shot her in the neck, and when he shot her in the neck, you know how some people, once he shot her in the neck, she began to get paralyzed. And when she got paralyzed, she got her feet, I guess she got her feet stuck on the gas and ran straight into the ditch, carrying on into the story. Police arrested Gillard with connection to the shooting. He was in a virtual court appearance. His charges include possession of a firearm by a felon and first-degree murder. He had charges in Georgia in 2022. It was willful obstruction of law enforcement official and carjacking. If convicted, he faces life without parole and the death penalty. This is how stupid this guy was. After he shot her, I guess somebody had a suspicion about this guy and they reported it in, and the police then found him. So he had to be in that area or had to stay somewhere in that area when he met up with her. That's how stupid this guy is. This lady agreed to meet up with for a deal that they made off a marketplace. Now, marketplace, when I think of marketplace, I think of Facebook, but marketplace could be in any type of social media setting that you're trying to sell something off of, whatever. But she agreed to meet up with this idiot. And the whole time in the back of this guy's mind, he was planning on robbing this lady. Now, as I read in the news report, he had already been convicted in Georgia for carjacking. And he was already indicted for that and convicted for that. So this guy was a nutcase running around the streets anyway. It was just a matter of time before he do something else stupid. So she meet up with this guy thinking she was finna get her honest buck for whatever they exchanged that he was gonna buy from her. So they came to agreement. He meet up with this lady and then shoot this lady. Shoot this lady in the neck. She drive into the ditch, get paralyzed. She died. Now she died days later in the hospital behind what this dummy did. And the idiot was so stupid. I know that don't make any sense, but it makes sense to this dummy here. It doesn't. This guy did this crime around the area where he stayed at. Don't know if he stayed with a family member or by himself or he had a place of his own. But man, it just make you think when you go out here and you put something for sale on Marketplace. Now, I have sold things on Marketplace, and people have sold things to me on Marketplace, and I have met up with them. Now, I don't know about no one else, but when I go meet up with someone, I got a weapon with me, because there's so many stories that's been told out there or in the news when somebody meet up with someone to go buy something, that they met somebody off the line to go buy something, and it turns tragic. Somebody wind up robbing them, or somebody wind up trying to kill them or kidnap them. All type of crazy things go on out there when someone's trying to sell something online to somebody. So that's a big risk that you would take anyway once you're trying to sell something to somebody online. Now, hey, I buy stuff off online from certain people. I do it. I pray, and I go on about my business. And sometimes I go on there and make sure that this is real. And there's so many other tactics that you can go by once you're trying to figure out if this person a fraud or a fake, because you got a lot of schemes out there. I know there's many times when I read something about a car and the way they got it in the background, how it's looking, I'm like, man, this is not the city I stay in. It don't look anything like this. And I don't even try to mess with the people. And most of the time, if it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. Just a little food for thought on that. But this guy took Catherine Holmes' life. My condolences go out to the family of Miss Catherine Holmes. This is a tragic story for the family and for the city of Greensboro, North Carolina. This is very tragic. This was very senseless. This guy had no business even doing that. Why couldn't he just go out and work for what he wanted? Why I mean, what is wrong with going to go get you a job or go get your money and try to hustle it? I read for this guy that I'm not going to even say sell drugs, because that's bad too all by itself. But I read for this guy to go flip a hamburger or go sell some waters or something like that to go get his money. Then to go do something like this. Now, I hope this guy rot behind jail. I hope he get the death penalty. I really do. You might be saying, hey, man, that's pretty cruel. Oh, well, this world is cruel all by itself anyway. Every day you go outside, you're taking risks. Everywhere you go, there's cruel people all around you. And this guy right here, this is not his first offense doing something, trying to rob somebody. It just, at this point, this might not even be the first person he killed. This may not even be the first person he killed. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking maybe he was trying to rob her, and she probably said, no, 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 no. But matter of fact, take that back. He did rob her of her wedding ring and her engagement ring. He robbed her for that. It was valued at $10,515. So she was trying to get away from him when he was trying to rob her. I'm not in the news report, it's not saying exactly what they met up for and what he was going to buy from her, but it wasn't worth this lady's life. It wasn't worth this lady's life at all. And I can understand this lady probably went into a panic attack. She didn't know what to do, but to just get on the gas. And this piece of garbage, Mr. Potato Head, ashy face looking dude right here, Troy Gillard, turned around and just let the evilness go on the inside of him. Don't know if this lady have any children or a husband. Yeah, matter of fact, she do have a husband. This lady, her husband is grieving over this. Don't know if she had any children, but if she had any children, I know they're grieving over this in the family also. And people, we must watch our surroundings. If we got a bad feeling, I know we can't pick all the bad apples out the bunch. Sometimes it's hard to do. But most of the time, I can feel a bad vibe off a person. The way they message. Now, some people are very manipulative. They will manipulate you, and they are good at what they're doing. They can sell you a lie, and they can sell you a false narrative also. It's all a lie no matter which way you want to put it. But be careful out there when you're trying to buy something off these marketplaces and off of these sites. If you can, I encourage you, if you got enough money, try to buy it brand new. Because this is the type of risk we take these days when we want to buy something from someone. And I know sometimes some deals are hard to pass up. Some deals are just hard, and it seems like it's too good to be true. And most of the time, it is too good to be true. But if you can buy this stuff brand new, try to get it brand new, because you don't want to wind up on the news or wind up taken away from your family from an ugly Mr. Potato Head looking dude like this, or any type of person that is out here to take someone's life to get that item from someone. People these days will kill you over a pair of Jordans. They'll kill you over your shirt on your back. I remember in that movie Waist Deep when Tyrese was in it. This is just a movie, and I know this type of stuff happens in real life. That he was driving down the street in his Impala, and somebody walked up to him with the gun and robbed him. Jumped in his car, took off. They took off in the car with his son inside the vehicle. The whole moral of what I'm trying to say, people will rob you for something if they think they want it. If they know they're going to try to get it, and they know it's a quick lick, they're going to try to get it. Now, I encourage you also to get some heat. And when I say heat, I'm talking about that 9, that 45, that 380, something that's going to back you up. Some type of protection, a knife or something. Because these fools out here in these streets are out here jacking. They're out here stealing. They're out here also killing. They don't care nothing about your life or nothing about your family. Put in the comments what you think about this story. Do you know anyone that has been robbed or also killed by making a marketplace deal, by trying to sell something to someone? Put it in the comments and let me know what you think about that, or if you have been through something like this. My deepest condolences goes to the family of Catherine Holmes, and I pray this idiot right here, Troy Gillard, get the death penalty for what he has done. He needs to pay for this. And my deepest condolences to the family. Rest in peace, Miss Catherine. Rest in peace, Miss Catherine Holmes. Y'all have a good one. Y'all have a blessed one. Holla at you.